Hey everyone, AJ back here again with my 2018 World Cup top players from each group and overall best player in each group. When I say top players, I mean my favorite player on each team in each group, and we are on Group B. And so, Group B, we've got Morocco, Iran, Portugal, and Spain. Um, Pretty interesting group. I will start with Iran. Alireza Jahanbakhsh is my favorite player on Iran. He was another one of those guys that averaged double-digit goals and assists this year on his club team. I am all about players like that who can do more than one thing. That is why I will not be doing Ronaldo on Portugal. All he does is score goals, and I like guys who can do more than that. Jahanbakhsh has been very consistent for Iran. Overall, I think he is their best player. He's going to have a great tournament in order for them to make any sort of noise at all, especially in this group, having to deal with Spain and Portugal, who are two of the top 10 rated teams in the entire world. On to Morocco. Morocco is going to be a fun team to watch. I really am excited to see Achraf Hakiki. He's another just kind of intense, just full of energy, go after it type of player. He can change the game for Morocco in the snap of a finger. They need to feed him the ball. They need to let him create. They need to let him. They need to put him in positions to be successful, and I think he can be. I'm excited to learn more about him. I read a lot about him. I've heard a lot about him. Obviously do the YouTube highlight thing, but he's a pretty good player, and he's going to be fun to watch in this group. Portugal, Andre Silva up front. He's going to get a lot of opportunities because all the attention is going to be on Ronaldo. Silva just scored the other day in their friendly against Tunisia. I think he's in pretty good form. He had a great qualifying up next to Ronaldo. They almost won every single one of their games. Them and Switzerland were neck and neck in qualifying. But Silva is an up-and-coming star, and if he can have a world-class type tournament alongside Ronaldo, they are going to be very difficult to beat with all that experience behind them in the midfield and the defense. But we'll see if they can handle Spain and see what happens. When it comes to Spain, there's so many options to choose from. They're one of the best teams, España, one of the best teams, I think, in the world. I have them in the final against Uruguay because of their depth and their experience. And I love Andres Iniesta. He's one of my favorite players. I'm devastated that he's leaving Barcelona, but what a treat it was to get the opportunity to watch him year after year. I wish him luck in Japan, but I think he is going to get a lot of opportunities early on in games to change the game. I think he will. I think obviously having a World Cup winning goal in 2010, you're going to be pretty confident going out there. Doesn't matter how old you are. I think he's gonna have a very good tournament. I also am excited to see Iago Aspas get an opportunity. I watch him in La Liga, and he continuously impresses me. And I really hope Spain give him an opportunity up front, especially leaving Juan Morata out of the club. And I know they've got Rodrigo and Costa, but I like Aspas. I like Aspas up front with all those quick, fast, amazing distributing midfielders. I really like Aspas' movement. I like him with the ball. He's tough to stop, tough to slow down. So I like Iniesta and Aspas. And in this group, the best player out of the players that I mentioned, obviously I'm going to go with Andres Iniesta. But the best player in the group is probably no other than Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm not a huge fan, obviously being a Barcelona fan and a Liverpool fan. Ronaldo being on Man United and Real Madrid makes me not too big of a fan, but he is incredible and he's very talented, and he is like Kobe Bryant and Messi is like LeBron James. Messi can do more than just score, but Anyway, that is how I feel about Group B, and I look forward to it. And good luck to Spain. Good luck to these other teams. It's going to be fun to watch and pay attention to these names I mentioned, and you'll be in for a treat.